Hello and welcome back, my name is Parky and today we're playing some more Factorio. I'm ready to be obsessed once again. My voice has recovered since last time. I've had a bit of a terrible sore throat which has stopped me from playing this. However, why am I telling you this? No one cares. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be expanding the factory to basically start doing some more of the complicated things which I've been kind of concerned about because of the general layout of our factory. So as you know, last time we set up the oil refinery stuff right down here. Now, that's all great and everything because we're producing a load of plastic and it's coming out at a nice steady rate. We've got 465 in this chest, which is really good. But the problem is, if we look at what we need to make next, I'm going to try and make some advanced circuits. This requires electronic circuit boards, copper cable and plastic bars. Now obviously the plastic bars are down this end of the map, but all of the other things that we need to make those are at the very top. So, a bit unhelpful. So we're going to see if we can figure out exactly what to do with this. So we need copper cable, which is up here, and electronic circuit, which is up here. I think instead of routing both of these down, it might be better to just try and route the plastic up here. Although it's going to be a pretty long conveyor belt, which is not really the best thing in the world. I think we just got to go with it though. I mean, we've got these three factories here. Alternatively, what we could do is we could just set up a completely separate copper area down this side. I think there is a little field over here where we can maybe extract a little bit for this, but then it's starting to get in the way of this. Advanced material processing is slowly getting on with it, which is good because it's going to unlock the electric furnace, which will be brilliant. It should speed up our production of plates slightly. But aside from that, really, it's just a struggle of knowing what to do next. We are producing this sulfuric acid, but again we need iron plates and copper plates. So I think realistically what I've done is, I've just chosen a really terrible place to put my oil stuff. I suppose it's not the end of the world, but it's going to mean that we're going to need to make a load of these transport belts, which is kind of irritating because it's going to use a load of my iron resource up, which is fine, but I'm going to need to make all of these into transport belts probably. And also with that in mind as well, we also need to make a few of these underground belts just because we're going to have to route this underneath some of these other conveyors that are already here. Now I'm wondering, with the whole coal production at the moment, as soon as we've got the electric furnaces, we probably don't need this coal line coming right through the centre of everything. I mean, this is only really going to be used to feed the power production in the future, which means that we only need it coming down here to feed into these steam engines. But aside from that, we can pretty much get rid of all of this, which would be brilliant. And advanced material processing is almost done. And I think for these electric furnaces, we're going to need a little bit of steel. I think I got plenty on myself, have I? Where is it? Oh yes, 194. I suppose we could grab a bit more. Steel is very useful. I'm just going to let this pump away in the meantime. Right, now a lot of talking, not much actually happening. So I think we need to figure out exactly where we're going to put this. So if we have advanced circuits coming out, advanced circuits are going to be used for a lot of different things. We probably... I'm just wondering whether it is better just to maybe take all of these things and bring it over to the left-hand side of these research labs. It might be better. Okay, well what do we want to research next? I'm thinking maybe in early robotics. Robotics is something that I really like. I think it'd be very helpful, but in order to do robotics properly we probably need engine, which is a bit of a shame. Or we could go for lab efficiency, which would speed things up slightly. Well, it wouldn't speed things up, but it would use less of the packs in order to research it. Yeah, okay, maybe we could go for that. I mean, it's only 100 of each. What other things are particularly useful at this point in time? Not really much. We could get the fast transport belts, but again, that's not really that great. Come on, Parky, you're being indecisive today. You need to make some decisions. I think we're going to go for lab efficiency 1. Just because it's a bit of an investment in the long term, I think it's going to be worth doing. And it shouldn't take us too long. You know what, I'm going to route all the plastic up to the left-hand side over here. I think that's probably the only real reason or way of doing this that's reasonable, I should say. So let's just bring this over here. We're going to try and avoid all this copper here as well if we can, just because I don't want to get things too in the way. I'm going to make a bit of a snake, because I'm not really sure how far over I need to make this come. And we're going to need to make a load more of these, so let's just start producing some of these transport belts in the meantime. Okay, so we want it coming all the way up here, maybe leaving a bit more space. I mean, in the future we can always move this conveyor belt around if we need to, and we probably will need to. So let's just bring them over here like this. We're going to give us plenty of space, because it's the most annoying thing in the world when you don't have enough room for anything. And there's no reason to. We've got a massive map, we're not really restricted by any water anywhere, so just go for it, I suppose. Okay, so unfortunately one bad thing about this is that our electronic circuit boards are currently coming down this way. What we could do is set up a separate production line over here, but it's probably going to require a couple more of these. I mean, I'm not really sure how many of these we need. The normal circuit board things, probably quite a lot. Alternatively, we could just put a splitter in here, which would make more sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, why don't I just do that? Okay, and then we can just expand it up this way if we need to. Cool, okay, I know what I'm going to do. We've got a plan. Planning is the worst part of this game. Once you've planned, you're fine. Okay, there is a little bit of water here, which is going to get in the way, but I think this should be far enough. Okay, so the plastic is going to come up here, so let's go and empty this chest onto the production line. And the way we're going to do that is with one of these inserters, and we're just going to take it out of this chest, and we're going to use this chest as a bit of a buffer just in case in the future this gets too filled up. And can we move this over? It doesn't look like it. Okay, well we'll put down another one of those lines there, so that's got power. Now slowly pump all the plastic up here. It's one good thing. And I suppose as well, because we're going to need to put the batteries on the same line as these advanced circuits in order to produce the Science Pack 3s, it's actually fine having this big line coming up this side, because we can put down some more assembly tables over here which are pumping out the Science Pack 3s, which is good. Okay, right, plan. So now what we need is we need to make a few of these assembly machines. I think, so we've got plastic coming over there. Actually, we're going to need to make a load more of these, aren't we? Let's just get a load of iron. I need like a bit of an iron buffer. I'm wondering whether I should put like a little chest over here, which is filling up with some stuff. Let's go for a steel chest, and we'll pick up some of this stuff. Oh god, I just shot something. Why did I do that? Okay, and we're going to grab one of these inserters. And we're just going to shove this down here like this. I mean, a better way of doing this would be just to put things directly into chests and then onto the production line, but we don't have that luxury right now. So we're just going to do this, so I can grab some stuff out of the chest, because frankly we're making too much and I can't be bothered to keep pressing F all up the production lines there. Okay, so let's make some more of these. The first plastic is coming up here, which is good news, and we are going to need these factories. Now, I think we need just some more iron for that, which is a bit of a pain. I think iron is our bottleneck at the moment. We're not producing it fast enough, which is okay. I suppose you don't need too much in this early stage of the game, but it would be helpful. Let's go for 3 normal assembly machines. We can always upgrade these to the assembly machine 2s, and we're going to put these over here. Like, maybe this. I mean, how high up do we want these? We probably don't need them that high up, do we? So we'll actually reduce this and have the plastic just coming up to that level there. In fact, no, I'm going to put down even more of these. Why am I removing this? That is so dumb. I swear to God, I'm like half asleep with this game most of the time. Half of the time. I think I'm just asleep in general. Okay, and now let's make a few of these. We're going to need at least another 6 of those, I should think. And we're going to have these putting plastic bars into these machines, and these we need to set for advanced circuit. Oh shit, okay, we actually do need the assembly table 2s. That's a bit irritating. Okay, we can do it, it's fine. Yeah. Wait, that didn't even make sense with the batteries, did it? Oh god damn it, okay. Well, they're not going to come up on this production line, but we are going to have to bring them all the way up here at some point. Okay, so what do we need for this? We need some gear wheels, some more iron, basically. And we're going to need a few more of these electric poles as well, because we need to route all the power from this side of the factory over there. Okay, look at this. This is much better. We've got some more iron coming in now. So let's grab up 3 of these, and we're going to need to move these circuits over there as well as this copper cabling. Okay, let's do that. Alternatively, what we could do is bring the copper over there. Now let me think about this, because are we going to need copper in order to produce anything else for the Science Pack 3s? I think we are. So maybe we should do that. Okay, yeah. Let's just bring the copper over. We're going to put 3 more factories for these copper cables down, and then we can just extend all of this at some point. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so we're going to bring this up here like this. It's getting a bit snaky going in and out of each other, but we're just going to forget about that for now. It doesn't matter. And we're going to bring this up here. Oh god, we've finished this. What do we want now? We probably want maybe electricity distribution. That might be useful. Laser eventually leads into useful stuff. But I think realistically, I would like robotics. We've got the rocket silo that we need that for as well. Now let's go for electricity distribution. Distribution. Perfect. Okay, and we're going to bring this over here like this. Actually, there's a whole bloody copper vein over here that I could take advantage of. I suppose we could eventually just lead all of this onto the same belt, though, so I'm just going to use this single conveyor belt over here for the meantime. I think, realistically, it's kind of a bad thing, what I'm doing, but we're just going to stick with it, because I'm an idiot. Okay, so these have been built, so we can put these down on top of here now. I just wasted a bit of material doing that, but that's okay. And we're going to set these all to create advanced circuits. So, advanced circuits are going to use all of these materials that we're bringing in. Which is going to take a little while, but it's okay. We're going to link this up to the power so we can see what's going on. In fact, I need to put down a light over there so you can actually understand, comprehend the beauty of the system I'm creating. So let's do it. Here we go. A light over here. Perfect. Okay. Right, so this is also going to require some copper cables, which we're going to do up here a little bit. Oh, actually, we got the assembly machines back, so that's not too bad. A little bit like this. So we're going to have 3 more copper cable machines, which are going to be useful at some point anyway. And we're going to feed these in with all these copper plates. We're also going to need a few more of these inserters. And then they're going to need to come out of the other side. Damn it, I need so much iron! This game is all about the iron! My god. Okay, let's go and grab some out of this chest. There should be a nice amount in here now. 132, perfect. Okay, so let's get another couple of those. And what else are we going to need? Probably a load more transport belts. And also a couple more assembly tables. Let's get 3 of those. Right, okay, so we're going to have the copper cable coming out of here, and it's going to go onto another production line, which is going to go this way, a little bit like this. And then, out of this side, we're going to have a few more assembly machines, one here like this, and then the other couple next to it. Once it actually builds it, we're going to need a few more of these inserters as well. Another 5, I believe? Yes, I believe in a thing called inserter. I don't even think that's how the song goes, but it's fine. Okay, we're going to put these down like this, and then these are going to come out of this side, but let's just first of all ask them to make the electric circuits, which we're going to need iron plating for. Actually, this is a lot more complicated than I thought it was going to be. Maybe I shouldn't do it this way. You know what? No, we are going to do it this way. Why not? That's another thing sorted. Okay, so now I think I am actually going to go for the good old robotics line, which is going to be this one here. Advanced Electronics. There we go. Okay, right, so whilst that's doing, what else do we need? We need some more iron coming up here. So let's do that now. We're going to bring that in just above here. And that is good because it's moving in this direction. Cool stuff. It's like I planned it. Not. Okay, and we're going to bring it under here. Actually, is this going to work? No, it's not. Okay, we're going to bring it around here like this. As I said, I'm going to need to switch this up at some point because this is just terrible how I'm doing things. But you can forgive me for now. Early game, it doesn't matter so much. It's in the late game where things get really messed up if you don't do it properly. Okay, so where do we want this to come? We want it to come like this, and then under here... God, this is a mess. Look at this snake. And then bring it over here, which... Oh, damn it, our bloody thing's in the way over here as well. Okay, you know what? We're going to stop stressing out. Everything is fine. We could use an underground belt, hopefully, to go underneath all of this. I'm guessing it's enough. I'm not really sure. Let's grab up some of this iron so I can actually do some stuff with it. Make some more transport belts. And we're going to bring it over here like this. I'm not sure what the reach of these underground things are, but we're going to find out. Not far enough. God damn it. Okay, well, we could just bring it around it, couldn't we, for now? Because we are going to need these bricks at some point. Okay, so let's just do this, and then link it in like that. And then bring it around like this. Good stuff. There we go. I know what I'm doing. That's right, ladies. If you want a man that can build a terrible factory, then I am your choice. I wonder if factories like this work in real life. I don't think anything would work if you just use loads of conveyor belts. That seems a bit ridiculous and like a bit of a frivolous way of doing things, in my opinion. Okay, so we need to power all of this stuff, so let's just start doing it. I think this should be an okay way of doing things. We just put down a few of these like that. Should cover all of those, and then we'll put down a couple more like this, and then just link them up in the middle. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so that's got both the things needed for that. We're going to need the inserters coming out of here, taking these electronic circuit boards onto another line out this way. Okay, cool. Let's just grab up some more of this iron whilst we're here. Right, so more transport belts coming this way, and then once we've done that, we can put down all of these into these things here. And I think, do we need the iron plates for this as well? I can't remember. No, plastic bars, electronic circuits, and copper cables. Okay, copper cables might have to come down this way in a big snake again. Alternatively, what we could do is we could link this all into one thing, couldn't we? Yeah, I'll tell you what, we're going to do that. Or is that... No, we could just split it, couldn't we? Let's just split it. Yes. Yeah, okay. Right, so let's just start grabbing all these things out of these assembly tables. I feel like I'm all over the place today. I've not played this for a few days, actually over a week, so I'm a bit out of the loop, as it were, as to where I was and what I was doing. So we want another one of these conveyor belts coming down here, and we can probably dismantle this. I took it a bit far, didn't I? Parky, you always take things too far. What are you doing? Okay, and then we're going to bring this down to link up here. Cool beans! Okay, so we've got two of the things needed in order to get this working. We're going to need some more iron as well, but we can get some inserters to start feeding these electronic circuit boards in there, and then we can grab all of this copper cabling out. I think what I am going to do is I'm going to use one single line of copper cable and electronic circuit boards here, because I think it's going to make it easier in the long term doing it that way. Okay, so let's go for a little pattern like this. Okay, what else do we need? We need one more of these. Do we have any more of these electronic lines? We do. Perfect. Okay, and we'll put this in like that. Cool.